Okay. Yeah, this hand is good. 2 lands, cantrips. We're happy. Okay. Temur Control. This should be a good match. I want to have counter spells up, so we're going to just get this into play top now. So we don't need more lands. We just want to counter 2 and 3 drop creatures. Whatever we can on curve. Just slow him down. Alright, there's another tap land. This turn we counter what it does next turn. On top of this is most likely. Oh. Double blue, interesting. Okay. Sort of make it. And I think we can just go in here. No reason not to. But I think I do want to move my camera. Wow, was incredible. Right? Alright. Well, killing this is less value now that this is here. And we can't really deal with this graveyard. We would like to get Jin back. So we can go sleight of hand, look for cantrip. If we miss, we just go, or sorry, not cantrip, helping hand. And if we miss, we just land past picklock. I think that's fine. We're gonna take a gem. Secrum down. There you go. Alright, so I don't think our position is very good, but I think luckily post-board that's pretty mapped up. This sequence of his last turn to kill Jin and Nissa was extremely good. Man, you got all the things for me. This feels like the perfect draw from their end. Gives me confidence that if we even make a team out of it from what feels like they're nuts odds. That's a good sign. We'll just take another picklock. Okay, that's interesting. Obviously we want to try and slow him down here, but we don't really have a good way to do that. It's going to make 1 million mana. All we could do is kill this Aftermath analyst right now, which would be nice. That could potentially slow him down quite a bit. Otherwise, we could just go Jin, and like maybe set up for a kill next turn. Highly unlikely, because he's gonna gain like 6 life at least. We would need to cast way too many spells for that to work. Maybe we do need to kill this. Yeah, yeah, I think it's that. If he gets to do his thing on his turn, it's just game over. Let's take this. We already got 11 this. We have 3 removal spells. We just need to mark one. Well, let's look one more time. That's fine. All right. We don't want to bring a creature back. All right, I'm just gonna say go here. I mean, we could chart of floors. I don't think we necessarily need to, though. It's not really too much of a benefit. So the way we do win this matchup is by just not letting them, obviously they turn 4, turn 5, flip all their creatures. Flip all the lands and do this. Like at this point we're so far behind. Just an unfortunate draw. We only saw one piece of interaction, one make disappear. We have 4 make disappears and 3 remove the spells. So stopping this from happening would have been a really big deal. And obviously again that turn 4 where he killed our Jin and made him miss and finally made rid of the land, which is way too good. Dead? Resolve all that. Does work? There is 8 million mana. 10, 12, 16, 18 mana-ish. Oh, it's more mana. These are all 2 mana. I mean, I guess the world's range is almost dead. There's not any mana. Oh, he has no lands left to find. Okay, so we're not dead. Return a land or creature. Yes. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna do this, and you can just do your get lost. Yeah, well, I don't need a counter spell, don't need that. Do one. Okay. So there's 8 billion mana over there. He has 12, 16 mana, so I'm just dead to the rage thing anyways. Even if I were to kill both of these. So instead, we kill this. I don't know. We can't kill that in response to him playing it. Let's just play to our outs, but he has nothing. Actually, we can make it a little clunky. If he plays this, and then sacking it in response, we'll just shoot this up. Oh, he has a bunch of mana. Right? He has like 36 mana. Okay, we should not be able to. The moment like turn 4 happened, we were so far behind. We weren't expecting to win regardless. Yeah, you got it. Good. Yeah. We got beat by the nut draw, it's okay. So I do like 2 flankers for sure. Obviously do sustainable strokes. And I'm still unsure. I don't think we need Spell Pierce on the play because we have Make Disappear on 2. On the draw, I think there's room for Spell Pierce. I only want 2 removals. Like, I do like removal spells because a lot of times we're like, you know, for example, if he would have played the elf guy and sacked, you can kill this in response to stop them from getting to do their thing, which can often be enough time to buy you like your advantage you need, or just, you know, like killing on next turn, for example. But I think 2 removal spells is fine on the play when we can be countering the creatures that Make Disappear ideally. And Spell Pierce is just kind of clunky. So cards we're going to cut. I have a sideboard guide with me. Docs. What did I say I liked in this? Because I've played this 4 times now. Oh, no, sorry. Google Sheets. Here we go. Or Docs. Temur Control. Okay. We're gonna cut a Djinn, because I don't like having that many creatures. I'm gonna cut 2 sleight hands. Yeah, love this. It'd be great if we can mill a creature. You know, the dream is mill a Djinn with a helping hand in the 3, leave the helping hand on top so that helping hand turn 2 bring the Djinn back and hold up and Make Disappear. And then from that point the game is just a lockout. With, you know, 2 Catwalk spells. He's mulling to 6. Otherworldly Gaze is always great at fixing our mana if we have mana issues, and, you know, just opening up some really nice draws. Right. We do need another land, albeit not next turn. Okay, we don't need to consider. We do need that land, like we said. I do like Picklock, but it's awkward in this draw, because we're also going to be flipping a card when we play this. Actually, it's incorrect, sorry. Because we can do Picklock like, no, let's draw this next turn, play this, we're going to counterspell if he does anything, and then that's fine. Yes, that's fine. We're going to draw this will help us find a land. Ideally, because we don't want to miss a land drop. We want to be going up to 4, if not 5. So this way, on the play, Make Disappear is fine because we can just get a creature on the draw, obviously substantially worse. Now we're going to just take this. We know what we're going to draw. Basically, if this is not a land, we're just going to bin it. There's no creatures in our graveyard, right? Yeah, no. As much as we do want a helping hand, it's not what we need right now. We need to find a land. So here the obvious play is free the Fae, but like I said, if we miss a land, we're not doing anything next turn. We can't let him. We have to hold up Make Disappear. So instead I like Otherworldly Gaze, so that we can find our land we need. Ooh, none of these are an untapped land, so... at this point I don't mind holding on to a Helping Hand though. Actually, no, we're gonna mill it those, I think, on an archive again. So what does this look like then? Well, actually we can... I do want to draw this. That's fine. We can always grab it off the pick if that's how this turn plays out. We're going to leave it on top though. So, obviously we were looking for an untapped land here, and we played Jin and just hold up Make Disappear with the reduction. Was the ideal play. Yep. And this is what we need to make sure is happening. We're slowing him down, so, you know, obviously, if we had a Jin in play this turn, we're really far ahead. It's threatening lethal in 2 and 3 turns, but not every game goes exactly to plan. So, it's pretty likely he's going to play another creature, and we can't get it, but who knows, maybe he goes for something else. Maybe he goes for, like, the sweeper draw, too. Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to stop because we need to use the mana reduction. That actually worked out really well. So we're gonna have 2 Jins in the bin, 2 Helping Hands as well. So we're gonna Helping Hand both the Jins back, and be holding threatening lethal in 2 turns. Oh, and we had a flanker to get his big graveyard. I think it would be a mistake not. Jins are how big? At least 7s. It feels wrong not to take his graveyard right now. Because that just slows him down so much. I always actually, this thing has flash. I should have held that up. I completely forgot he has flash. That makes this card so much better. What? Choose up to 3 target cards in a graveyard, the owner shuffles them into their libraries. Okay. Good to know. With flashback too, damn. That's actually really, really sick tech against us. Alright, well, let's get in with the flanker. Good news is he's like super slow down. And we have to hold up his Baneful Stroke if we play Jin, so we can just say Jin and say go. Alternatively, we could go Chart of Course first. No, let's just say Jin and say go. I do want to get pressure being applied. And we don't want to risk going for Chart of Course, because if we don't hit an untapped blue source and he untaps and plays the blue-red 4 sweeper thing, we can lose any advantage there going on. I don't hate counterspelling this, but then it leaves us with nothing going on again. No, we're gonna let it resolve. Counterspelling. If we had a second counterspell here, I would counterspell it. This is so great, helping hand him back. Nice. Alright, I really like that counterspell drop. Do we want to get the Prankster into play? We could gaze here, actually. And if we find... Yeah, let's gaze here. If we find a creature, we can Helping Hand it now while he's tapped out. And we're going to build that. Alright, this should be game from here. We took the correct line, it feels like. We played it slow, we didn't give him an opportunity to blow us out, protected with counter spells, and never gave him a chance to develop and do his little thing, so it makes it extremely hard for him to play this game. Sure. Nice. Alright, so this is where on the draw, I think there's an argument to be had, especially with him playing. Did he just scoop? What? I wanted to play that out. He did scoop. Lovely. Okay. Well, regardless, assessing the sideboarding. So he playing the fire. I think it's called Fires. What was the card he was playing? It's not Fires. Yeah, Fires of Victory. Okay. Seeing this, it makes me much more inclined to play Spell Pierce, especially on the draw where Make Disappear is substantially worse. So I think on the draw, it is going to be the 2 Spell Pierces over 2 Make Disappears would be just the change I make. Alright, and when we find a game, I'm going to continue to fiddle with this to see if I can get... I don't know how many of this were to show for streaming. Alright. Okay, it's an interesting game. It's definitely a keep. It's on the draw especially. It could be pretty clunky, but you can organize him. Okay, we really like drawing this ways here. It's really helpful. So, actually, maybe I do just want to archives now to get it out of the way. So the other argument was just going land to gaze and then see if we can find something quick, but we don't have anything to back it up with. So let's just get archives, get our top land into play. Okay. Inspired Idea, leading on a swamp. I'm assuming it's some sort of a black mid-range pile. Against black mid-range piles, as long as it's not a shield trade, Inspired Idea is pretty good, so we're going to hold on to this. Alright, mono black nonsense. So, if I didn't have Picklock, I would main phase Otherworldly Gaze just in case we hit a creature, but because we do, we much prefer to stay creature to play. Obviously we wanted to Make Disappear it, but we will take a Soul Partition just because we can't let them generate card advantage. We also did hit a Villain Mentor, which was pretty nice in this situation. So we can Helping Hand our Mentor back. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, because we can't let this stick around. We will get a little bit punished if he untaps Shield Ribs, but it's not the end of the world. Because that means Mentor sticking around. Try to equip or something. Let's hope there's no shield from behind me. No cut down as well. Alright. So. Question is, I think we can poke now, and we'll probably just, like, if we just do this, we're going to get 3 damage in, and then just follow it up with a din afterwards. I think it's fine. hope he doesn't have a Gixis command anymore. Alright, that is I think a trade we're just willing to take right now. Okay, we're going to ditch the land. We're definitely going to keep the helping hand. And I don't think we need the charter course right now just because we do have the inspired idea. I mean, actually, yeah, that might be wrong. I like the make a spare. I don't like that we're tapped out this turn, but I do want to hold on to this. Yeah, and actually, I want to draw next turn. So my thought process here is that he's pretty much dead unless he sweepers here. So if he sweepers, it's highly likely going to be a Gixis command, so he's going to be tapped out. So that's going to allow us to develop a threat and hold it from make disappear for whatever creature he uses. Or he's just going to do nothing. Which is fine. We don't have lethal. We also just don't need to expose yourself to any undue risk. So I think we can just, nope, that's not how that mana needs to tap. And we're just gonna get the Jin out, play our tap land, and save. We're still protected from the sweeper at this point. Now that we have Make Disappear to hold up. I don't know what his outs are. I think at this point he's extremely far behind. If he goes like land, mainboard, Glistening Deluge, or what, is like in the game, but it seems extremely unlikely. Ultimate Sex Stop. No, actually, we won't go that. Do nothing. Tickets. Alright, so this should be like pretty much lethal. We are going to draw 3 cards, so let's start with just fixing what those cards are. There's nothing we want to reanimate first, so. Do that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Okay. So during this main phase, just in case, there's a lot of sorceries we can hit that we can't cast in combat, so it's important to just do it main phase when you're trying to push initiatives. Now that we have no extra mana, we can do this in combat as a combat trick, as needed. Not that this situation, I think, requires it. I think he's really dead regardless. That looks like 19 damage, so... Alright, no, you do not have the right cards. You those spells not cheap creatures. So, Surge of Salvation is obviously going to be great here. I don't know how much we need Elspeth Smite. Like, there's no Gixes. I can't imagine there's Gix, or if there is, there's like 1 or 2. He might have bats, but really Elspeth Smite is for the really problematic 3-drops that, and you know, also bats, it's nice to kill them, but like it's really to stop your Gixes, your Glissas, those are the two big problematic guys. And then obviously, hitting bats and fairy masterminds is a nice upside as well, but it doesn't seem like that we're too worried about that. So, I don't really care about this guy. Like, sure, it hits him, but who cares? He exists. And the other problematic stuff is 4 toughness, so we don't need that. I think we're perfectly just content with our 2 surges. We don't want more counter spells. 4 make disappears is more than enough, and I didn't see Cavern. If I saw Cavern, I would take some out. So trimming wise, Inspired Idea is a liability against Shield Druids, but he didn't seem to be on a Shield Druid plan, unless he's just playing way too many 4-drops, so let's go ahead and cut Sleight of Hand. There's nothing else we want to get rid of. Yeah. There's times where if we're bringing in more cards, we would trim. Like, I don't ever like removing more than 2 cantrips, but I think removing 2 cantrips is fine. And then other situations where we'll sometimes call for taking other cards out, like your removal spells, or basically your interaction, like the removal spells, the counter spells. Okay. We can keep one-landers when they have an untapped blue. With 2 cantrips. With a tapped blue, it's much more risky. We're going to see 4 cards, so we really need to be turn 2 holding up a Make Disappear. So needing an untapped blue source, or an untapped land turn 2. We're only going to get to see 2 cards to make that happen. Like drop turn 1, drop turn 2. And there's like a 40-ish, 45% chance that we miss on that, and then we need to cantrip. And that brings our chance up to finding a second land up to like 84%. So that's still fine. On the play, I would mulligan this. On the draw, it's fine. It's obviously not good, but... Sure, maybe. Probably take one of these 2. I guess it depends on your hand. If you have no removal spell, you might take this. If you have a threat you really want to stick, that would snowball you, like, pretty reasonable. Alright, so we didn't hit our land. And we did not hit our land again, so it's very unfortunate. But that happens. I think it's about a 15% chance to not see a land in 4 cards, so it is what it is. We keep those all the time, and very rarely we get punished, so only fair that sometimes we do. Most importantly, we didn't hit our land to counter Preacher. Preacher's now going to generate a lot of card advantage, which is extremely difficult. Mono Black's an interesting choice. It's just got to be a budget choice. I can't imagine that's actually a good reason to do that outside of you just don't have the lands. Yeah, I mean, pretty screwed. Missing that land and the Preacher just set us so far behind. Okay. I think the only way we can get back to this game is by getting a mentor and chaining to a bunch of stuff that he can't answer, so... not that he can't answer, but he might be able to get a couple of them, so we're just going to let this happen. We're going to free the Fae in a second. Well, not the mentor specifically. Consider as well looking for a land, and we need to get a helping hand. So that's the line we're playing for. You know, it's unlikely, but I think that's our only out, if you will. What was a helping hand? Flip a mentor? One time? One time, baby? Nope. Okie dokie. Let's just go to the next one. Oh, actually, wait. Actually, I think we're still dead anyways. Yeah, didn't hit it. Alright. Here's what it is. That's gonna happen. Alright, so we did see bats. And this guy, which makes me a little more inclined to bring in Elspeth's Mites now. Just slowing him down. So we don't want to take out more removal spells. Big Disappear, especially on the play, is going to be really good. We don't want to get rid of Otherworldly Gazes because it's really important that we hit our turn 2 untapped land, which Otherworldly Gaze is the best one to do that. I think we can trim a Charter maybe it should be an inspired idea here. His deck's pretty aggro tilted, or lower, it feels like. Maybe. I don't know. This is always a huge liability into Shieldred, this is the thing. But we haven't seen Shieldred yet. Alright, let's leave it. And we're going to trim a Charter Course. And what else do we trim? Maybe one Jin is, I mean, not so much in mono black, but like, it's not always a great card into any graveyard removal. And a lot of times in the mid-range matchups, it's more of a, assuming we can counter the early threats, which this hand can. I love this hand. It's really a game of attrition and resources, where Jin's discounting of spells, that allows you to play a better tempo game. It doesn't give you any card advantage, though. It doesn't help you win a game of attrition. So that's why Jin is really just not great in these mid-range matchups. And with Grolf, the new card coming in, really improves that. Sure, let's mill a creature. Well, we didn't mill a creature. We can get rid of 2 lands we don't like and keep a helping hand, so. Lots of ways to put more stuff in the bin. It shouldn't be too hard to get rid of this. So if he plays a bat here, we would have to take a moment to think if we want to counter it. Luckily he did not. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this. And I think I really want to draw this Charter Course. I don't think it'll be hard to get value out of it. One concern I do have here is that, so we're going to play Mentor like next turn. If he kills it in response, it's probably correct to make Disappear, but if he untaps some creatures, it's not a great position for us. So like there is a consideration in not playing Mentor this turn and not letting him use his mana efficiently, and then on the next turn doing all these things. Which I don't mind, actually. Risk is him somehow exiling this in the graveyard. I think it's fine, actually. I don't want to open up that liability of playing a creature here and him just exiling it. If we go that line and then he untaps some Shieldreds, it's a much worse position, I think. No, let's go for it. I don't know, we'll see how this goes out. He could also just feel that if he goes to removal spell this, and then I choose to counter it, he may feel that he just needs to kill this next turn if he has a second removal spell and shoot it instead of developing a threat. Um, do we make 2 dudes in response? Hopefully finding another one. Or anyone spell. That's awkward. It's extremely important to be hitting land drops in these matchups, so we are going to keep this. I don't know if that line was right still. Like, we knew that was coming. We could have not played the Mentor. I mean, we get rewarded if he doesn't develop a threat here. Wow. Okay, so we got rewarded. So we definitely made the right call. I do want to attack. Let's get a sliding in, and we'll probably just grab this snake disappear. How much can he pump this to? He made a 2-2? No, he made a 3-3. And then I have to flashback out the Lovely Gaze, so I'm not attacking. I don't want to have to flashback out the Lovely Gaze to trade into this and then watch him untap and wither, like cast a 4-drop creature that we can't answer. Like, the only way we're staying in this game right now is by countering things. If we let him resolve the threat, we're really for that. What does this do? So I really want to chart a course here. But an attack sucks. We could chart a course discarding this land, but I don't like that either. I think land is the go. So a game state like this is why Inspired IE is so much better than Chart a Course. Yeah, I don't think I want to burn a make disappear in a token. I don't burn make disappear. That's definitely wrong. Okay, do you want to... Actually, I don't want all this. I mean, we can probably get rid of that. Does this use last known information if he goes to pay the 3 mana and I kill it? He's still gonna get to draw a card? Sure. Well, we would love it if that thing hit. Ooh, we also love an Inspired idea though. Neither is a Dimble. On one hand, Get Lost is going to deal with this, which is about to become a problem very quickly. But he also has another one. I mean, if I kill this, and then there's still this one. We're going to take the Inspired Idea. Draw 3? We just die? Yeah, that's a problem. Draw 3, it's a problem. We are not actually in that great a position. Let's go. Let's get this on board. I want the land. At this point, we can probably just go to Mickey's here. Because he has lots of mana. That might have been wrong, actually. I was thinking, like, you know, you can untap Shield Ray play a 4-drop, but with that said, him having these the mana dumps to draw cards, it's very likely like he can draw a card on his turn and then want to cast something. No, well, he's going to Massacre Girl, and we will just go ahead and kind of ignore it, honestly. We're going to take 6. Alright, so we're definitely needing 5 steps in this turn. But I really have all of the tools to do some stuff, so. We picklock after because it's highly, like, picklock's not the best card in this game. We don't want to give him free information. A Djinn would be really nice too, just to kind of discounting a lot of the cost of this stuff. Like, we could play a Djinn and then cast all 3 of these spells, but it's really, really interesting. Alright, gotta help me again. And a Soul Partition. Okay, there's no Djinn in here though, right? No. So we're gonna attack. So, I'm gonna assess. Like, I really need this Inspired Idea. But I'm pretty sure we also just have to kill this. Like, I want to kill this in combat and then block. With one Get Lost left in our deck to get this back or this Inspired Idea. Okay, we don't want lands. And I don't think we want this. Okay, if we kill this, we block here. Take 3. Alternatively, we chump here, take this on the end step. Try and kill him on the swing back. I think I like that more. Oh, it's menace. Man, this thing not being shielded is being so bad for him. Well, we don't love that. We could consider looking for another 1-drop. Albeit that seems unlikely. But I think that might be the... Yeah, no. I think that's way too high risk of a play. I think we just need to use our mana efficiently here. Pretty unlikely we're going to kill him. Oh, there was a consider. Oh no. Oh no. That would have been game because we would have had 5 creatures. Because that monk would have lived, we would have got the second monk, so we'd have 5 right now, and then we would untap, kill this, and inspire an idea. Fuck. Alright, let's start by doing this. Lands. Helping gets us another monk, which actually could be really nice because he has no way to force through damage. None of this is trample. We're just gonna clog up the board. And then we are going to attack with these 2. Do we want to get this guy in too? Yeah. We'll trade into this, that's fine. We don't trade because this one's Wither. Right. Ooh, huge oopsie. What did I do? What? Oh, because they do damage at the same time, didn't I? For some reason I thought he had like first strike. If he untaps and goes for this, that's useless. If we make our dudes now... Triple chump block. Yeah. I'm gonna drop some marks there, right? I'm gonna put one more in here, probably kill this. Actually, no, because I think I'm just trying to kill him swing back. We don't know. The really is we are setting a stop in our upkeep. Just there's a really good chance we're going to want to cast these in our upkeep. Only because we don't have any of the draw spells, so holding onto it doesn't do anything for us. We won't get the CV carbon fix. Alright, cool. Drawing 4 cards is no good. And we tapped out. We're down to a Shield Red. Which I don't think he plays. I don't think there's anything else he can just deal 2 damage with us. It's not like some sign of blood nonsense. It's a pretty good turn. So, we want to play both these. We have, what, 8 lands? I think that's fine. Those seem a little scary. Oh, and I don't think I want to play this. This turn we're just going to look at it. We are obviously leaving this on top, so we'll use it to check the next card. That. Ooh, actually, if we don't counter this, no, we don't. He has to block her. This information. No, thank you. And I think we just get a Djinn again. We are just going to play all of our creatures here. I don't think there's a sweep respawning that can deal with that, so... Wait, this doesn't get mana, right? No, just got touch. Good game. Alright, so that was a close one, but those count as wins. Sure. No reason not to. Yep, we like lands. We like lands and hitting land drops, so temper that guy. Not overly concerned about getting picklock out this turn, and I do want to get this tap land out of the way. So why don't we just get this down? I don't think there's anything on 2 that coming out of that I'm too concerned about. Alright, what is this? This could be I mean control. It could be Esper mid-range. Esper mid-range planes, once planes. Against Esper mid-range, we really want the soul partition. And I think this is most likely to be Esper mid-range, so we're gonna leave it. Ooh, in hindsight, should have slided. So, misplay. Should have slided handed first in case we left the card on top. Because now we weren't able to do that. And, well, let's just play it in here. We don't have a counter spell. Azorius mid-range. Mono white mid-range. What's on you, dude? I play 6 basic lands. Oh, we'll happily cast Free the Fae now. Oh, if I had a make disappear, what a blowout that would be. What? Exile, it's super relevant. I like the Charter Force here. We have Free the Fae to try and turn it online. Or Picklock Thanks to Snorri, and we're going to use this kind of land. Where were you last week? Got a land. Play. I don't think there's anything we're too concerned about than just untapping and playing on 4, so I'm pretty happy to just get this into play instead of holding a make disappear. This is also really valuable in terms of either drawing a removal spell, drawing a removal spell, or getting a card.
I'm home. I have got new moves to teach you. This isn't going to go how you think.
I think we just let him have another turn, see if we want to counterspell something, and then we're going to just deal with this on our turn. Yeah, that's cool.
Remember your training.
This hits tokens too, that's actually really nice. Yeah, we don't want that, and it's going to let us use Maces in here. So, no reason not to do that. Okay, we don't need to consider... Getting Jin online here feels pretty good, and just having it back up Inspired idea. Because we do want to cast these. Yeah, I kind of like Charter Force too, actually, in this turn. See if there's another land behind this. Like, there very well may not be able to be it, but... yeah, we should just attack this. I don't know, maybe we won't kill it.
Oh, it's on.
Alright, this needs to die now before we can use the Helping Hand. I don't think we need to do anything now. Our life level is definitely not a concern. So we don't need to, like, I'll even just attack from this and deal with it in this end step.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I think we need a soul partition right now. Like, we don't have mana to hold on to a spell, so. Like, if you're playing a Virtue this turn, you're doing nothing. monastery and turn there. I do want to play around a board wipe. We don't need to get blown up by a board wipe by playing greedy, so like we're obviously extremely far ahead right now. Then we can just go monastery and turns to go. Like we can kill this on his end step, and sit on tap with it and just do some unfair things on our team. We'll just keep plucking away at this, see if we can get it killed without needing to use a removal spell on it. I should have made a knight at some point with this. When I get like he's trying to protect it and tick it up because it's also getting ticked down. But had there been a second knight, I gotta actually do this shit. Next time this battlefield or attacks, you may remove a counter from a creature you control or planeswalker if you do. Create a 1/1. A shield counter, if it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove. I want my soul partition back. Alright. That's pretty cool. Alright, seems unlikely he's got a board wipe, so we're gonna commit to this now. Alright, we can do 2 of these things at instant speed. I do want to chart a course. I want to keep these both at a range. I think we can just go to attacks. And I think we just fire everything at space. Yeah, and we'll see how he blocks. This is not lethal. But we are going to chart a course. So I want to chart a course, and I do want to find more mana. Or I want to potentially hold up a Make Disappear if we find one. So we're not going to pump now. We don't need the extra damage because it's going to be lethal regardless. On a swing back. Oh, Jin should not have attacked. It was a huge misplay. Not my finest moves. Oh, still didn't miss. Whoopsie. Yeah. Extremely bad. Take one second. Let's go again. Couldn't we have trampled on the prowess creatures? We could have, but it still wasn't lethal, I don't think. And I was just more concerned with not dying on the backspring. We're just trying to limit the ways things can go wrong, because we'll kill him here regardless. And outside of my punting and forgetting Jin dies, I wanted to be able to hold up Make Disappear, assuming we find one. That doesn't need to block. The only way we lose this game is if we have a Sunfall or any sort of a sweep with it. Yeah, so I was trying to stop this from happening, but here we are. Let's see if there was an issue here. I mean, I shouldn't have done it because it's bigger. Definitely not out of this game.
May your blade strike true.
Jin should be, yeah, Jin's lethal, so get Jin out, we can shoot this. bargain into playing the picklock. No, I don't believe so. Alright, you're cool. Do we shoot this now? Yes. I don't know if he put some stupid protection spell. Yeah, let's just not find out. I don't know. That is not something I know all of the cards of, so. Alright, yeah, you're dead. Okay. Yeah, so we still went through the mid play, which is nice, but you know, I'd like to clean that up and not do that. The Jin shouldn't have attacked Spectre. That was a very big mistake. Still 2 cards that either of these are make disappear. We would have seen them on that turn and then being able to counterspell that Sunfall. Oh, I want to know what the cards were. Alright. So decks like this, Spell Pierce is outstanding against, so we're going to obviously bring in Spell Pierce. We don't need Smites, there's no real target creatures. Surge is not good against board sweepers, like it's cute against Lay Down Arms, but he doesn't really, I mean maybe Ossification and Lay Down Arms, and he is going to be bringing in you know, probably 1 or 2 more single target pieces of removal, so Surge is going to do a really good job of protecting our creatures early game. And then holding up 6 counterspells to deal with board sweepers might be nice, so we do have these to get rid of, so we can trim 1 removal spell. I mean, it's nice to hold on to 1 more, but if he's forced into playing sweepers, and he's also playing creatures, he's kind of put in an awkward position where he might just need to take his own out. Alright, well we can trim a sleight of hand. We don't want to trim these because he doesn't play Cavern. Make disappears Grapes. If we're bringing in Surges, we don't want to cut creatures because that's kind of awkward. We'll do 1 more of these. I don't think I hate going down to just 1 Get Lost. And maybe it should be Soul Partition instead of Get Lost to deal with this thing. That was actually kind of troublesome. Actually, no, we should keep 2 because he does have lots of enchantments. Let's keep both the Get Lost in. And trim. Just a gaze. Okay, love the sim. It's perfect. You know, we're playing 4 Disappears main board to just be able to slow down games and let us generate value. We want to play at instant speed. Otherworldly Gatesman 1 is always the best we want to play, so we're extremely happy with that. And we have lands. It doesn't really get any better than this. Okay, you're out. We don't need a second one of you. I do like more counter spells. I don't know if we need this. Actually, we probably can play all of these. Yeah, because we have lands to play. We can slot it in. I just don't want him to get to do his thing. Sure. If you don't play anything, we'll keep talking. That's fine. Never creature. What creature with 2 or less into that under control? Draw a card. Yeah, that's good. Why does this deck not play Cavern? I guess it's like all different creature types. Alright, so we do need a 4th land next turn. That's going to be pretty relevant, but... we're going to Otherworldly Days instead of Free the Fade, just because to play this hand efficiently, we have to play 4th land so we can go Jin plus hold something. Let's do that. Do we need this? No, we're playing a land. Yeah, and 1 is fine because we can spell pierce it. Alrighty. Do nothing sounds even better. untap Sarah Paragon or some big dork? Well, I can't answer that efficiently. We do have counter spells to protect against threats. So if he untaps and goes Wandering Emperor or Sarah Paragon, like here, sorry, not untaps, if he just does it right now, this get loss is going to be really important, because we don't really have an answer to it. And we're stuck with funky counter spells in hand. If he doesn't do that, I think the get loss is better. But I don't really just want to lose him having a threat, so let's just take this now. Yeah, I think we need to take, we're not very far behind. Did we get the single barrier? We're gonna hold up and free the thing. We don't have a charter course, and we're not really concerned about. Actually, he's gonna make another might. My thought process was like outside of him making another might here, I want to be finding something to do and trying to get proactive. So free the thing helps. Mainly looking for a helping hand or more draw spells. This is fine too. Yeah, let's just, we don't need all of the counter spells. It's not like we're too worried about anything big there. Okay, so this is good. Yeah, we definitely play lands. You're not that big of a threat. This can get out of control, so let's do this. And we didn't get to get any value out of these yet. It might be a little more difficult to now, but he is under pressure right now, so he may try and use, this is obviously a very scary threat, so he may try and use, what is in his hand? He's flooding. Okay, let's try and figure out what he's got in his hand. He doesn't have Wandering Emperor, that would have given the play already. I can't imagine he has Sarah Paragon and didn't play it last turn unless he drew it. Yeah, he had to be flooding out. Poor guy. Nice, alright, 3-0. Alright, we'll play one more. I can show you the deck if you're interested. It's a little off standard. For the meta decks. It's I'm testing for the regional championship coming up, and this is my preferred deck minus once we get the new Geralfs and Jace from the new set. So it's going to be minus 2 Jins plus 2 Geralf, minus 2 Otherworldly Gazes, minus 1 Chartagors, and 3 Jaces is looking like the list. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like if you play Modern or like I play Murktide in Modern and Phoenix and Pioneer, and it plays very similarly. So if you like that type of deck, like low land count, high cantrips, it's pretty good. And it's under the meta too. So this card sucks against some of the meta, but we're going to be replacing him soon, which is exciting. The white random. Yeah, it's really strong. I think the archetype's underexplored. The helping hand's really good. There's also I forget what it's called, but there's a 2-mana one too. It's 1 white, 1 colorless that instead of having the creature return to play tapped, it just comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it. So I don't think that version's as good. You lean more into the graveyard, so you're obviously more exposed to graveyard hate, and you're also a bit more clunky. But there's other versions of the deck really lean into that, and they play like 6 reanimate spells. A lot more explosive. They don't play any Make Disappear main board, but to fix mid-range matchups, you need a Make Disappear. Okay, Temur Land Control. This is a matchup I need to test, and I think it's a good matchup still. So, I really want a Make Disappear. I need to find a counter spell. So normally I'd be happy to get my tap land into play, but we have 4 Make Disappears, and we need to just stop him from doing his thing the first couple turns. Really slows him down. So for that reason, we're not going to play a tap land. We're just going to get another Worldly Gaze trying to dig. See 2 more cards. And we can swap this in after. We need to counter this the next turn. Oh, that was on the top, but that's perfect. Go. And if he goes on tap land Nissa, oh, the plan came together. No, so I'd have thought if this was an untapped land, I would upkeep Gaze again to try and find another relevant spell. Sorry, I would upkeep Gaze to try and find to find like another Make Disappear is where I was going with that. No, I like hitting land drops. Let's keep it. Land drops are good. We can always get rid of lands later, but missing land drops really, really limits our ability to play this game. And when he goes Nissa here, we can shoot it. Next turn. Strangle, sure. Let's make a dork. You want to consider? Yes, we can just consider. Take this land. And then we can Genfar and just get this turn. Oh, do you have this plus in this one? That's pretty good turn. Okay, now there's an argument to holding up Get Lost to shoot this in response, because he's going to play a land. And I don't want him to get the 2 triggers off this. So if you're not familiar with the deck, they play the Sap land, so... I think I actually want to kill this in response to him playing a tap land and just limit the ways that he can get in this game. We just need to really slow him down. Perfect. Perfect. Sure. Play your land. Still, if you have the other 2 drop, you can play it with 2 mana, but at least he's not going to get up to this. That's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Okay. He likely has a sweeper in hand. It'd be surprising if he doesn't at this point. So playing, I mean, we could just play this and say go. It's not bad. He also may actually really want to use this. What, 2 tap, bounce to hand. So if I might be able to just get free damage. I don't think he'll block. I'd be surprised if he blocks. Nah, it's not worth the risk if he blocks. I just don't think about this. Actually, a sweeper's kind of awkward from here too, because he kills his own threat that he just committed to. He basically 2-for-1s himself. It's not too big of a deal. Likely, we're looking to just be able to do. If he sweeps, it's fine. If he passes, what does that tell us? Tells us he definitely doesn't have another creature, which is good. Memory Deluge seems like a reasonable card for him to have in hand. World's Rage, or whatever that finisher they play is called, seems like a reasonable card for him to have in hand. He did play a land, so I don't know too. Yeah, it's looking like Deluge. Holding up exactly 6 mana, 2 tap, plus Deluge, because otherwise he should have slotted a map in. And we're gonna ditch you, we're gonna cast a bunch of things that have colorless in them, so Jin will be good next turn. Basically just get to play for free. But I also like hitting lands right now, and we could miss, so. No, we're gonna draw like 5 cards. So again, we're expecting him to bounce, and then play Memory Deluge, which is the line we think he's going to be taking. let's get this in first. Because if for any weird reason I want to double gaze. Actually, these shouldn't have attacked because he's going to block for free and maybe force. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops, but I'm not committing that extra mana. You can just have the token. Man, if I actually miss this land here, I feel like I should have kept that land. Yikes. Yeah, I should have kept the land. I knew better than that. You always keep the land. We need the land. Rookie mistake. Alright. Let's go into hand. Find the land. What happens to these? Do they have a great red? Yeah, so I think he has one of these in his hand. That seems pretty reasonable. What's their finisher? Interesting. So no memory deluge. And you didn't crack the maps. I feel like you're supposed to crack the maps. So you just draw free lands or something. Unless you had something else to use the mana for. Plus you're doing 4 mana at instant speed. I don't think there's anything else that does 4 mana at instant speed. Turtles? I only can play turtles still. Yeah, we knew this was in your hand. Alright, okay, so we got the read right. Let's get rid of... Actually, I kind of want to just... Actually, no, let's get this out. We'll set a stop in our upkeep. We're looking for helping hand. We'd really like to bring his chin back and have a big hand next turn. Nice, that's helping hand. Sure. He's gonna play this. We might have lethal. How many spells do we have to cast? No, I don't think so. Okay, blocker 3 puts him to 20. We would need to get 7 damage out of prowesses, which means we need to cast. Sorry, we need to get 20 damage out of prowesses, so we need to cast 7 spells, and we have 6 lands, so that is not possible. But we can set up to just kill my next turn. There's nothing going on. If you crack that map, you're dead. Wait, you can't crack the map. Okay. I'm gonna gaze now. I just want to see more cards. I want to just find a counterspell. If we can finally make disappear, that should lock another game. We can't kill him anyways this turn, so let's just eliminate the ways we can still lose this game. I want to draw land. I like lands. Give me a land. Alright. Draw. Maybe. That's not a make disappear. How many do we have left? 1, 2, there's 2 left. Do I want to chart a course now? Yeah, let's just get extra damage. Ah, we didn't find our chart course, or our make disappear. That's fine. You are blocking, right, dude? I will kill you. You can see lethal. Really? You can see I have lethal. Alright, we'll take those. Take the enemy guys. Whoopsie. Okay, on the play. So on the play, I'm confident the correct sideboarding is double disdainful stroke, double flanker. And then it's a trim 2 sleight of hand, 1 Jin, 1 chart of course. On the 2 sleight. On the play, I'm pretty confident that's correct. On the draw, we can't counter creatures with near as much consistency, especially if he hits the 2-drop creature, the 1/3. Not the one we saw this game, but the one that returns lands from the graveyard. That's really important to get. And we can't get that with Make Disappear. So I do like the idea of slotting in a Spell Pierce, just trying to grab some of this other stuff. I don't know what's correct. This is really a lot of testing going on still. On the play, we can definitely trim more counters or removal spells because we can counter the creatures, but on the draw, so sorry, actually, my apologies. On the play, it should look like this, -1 removal spell. On the draw, we need to keep this in because we can't counter the creatures. So I think, I haven't actually had a chance to test this yet, but I think this is probably better. These are obviously going to be clunky, but they can get a lot of value if things line up well, so. And then -1 triggers. Yeah, Mentor popping off. And Mentor got to do its thing. Okay, he's on Mulligan. And the stand's fine. It's obviously like one more land than we would like to see, but we play a land-like deck and we play lots of card selection, so no problem. We are a little weak to the 2-drop elf, if that does happen, but it is what it is. Might be able to find an answer to that. But if he, they always can end up with a tap land. Yeah. So yeah, this is probably, this is on the play, makes it appear so much better, right? Because we can hit this. Now it's a huge liability because we don't have an answer to this, so we do need to find one, but and again, we can't actually use any of this right now because we need to hold it, Make Disappear to Nissa. Would have been great if we had that last turn, but so now next turn he's bringing back 3, 5 lands. Oh gosh. Okay. He didn't have a chance to play Nissa. We don't know he doesn't because he did have a tap land. I again just don't, like, not having answers to creatures, I really don't want to tap out. Because we need to get value off this. This needs to do something. We can't take a proactive game plan and let them also take a proactive game plan because theirs really kind of trumps ours. In terms of, they get a bunch of mana, then they just kill our board, and they're still all that mana. Yeah. What are you waiting for me? Like Tidebender? I guess it's playing around Tidebender. Fair enough, I guess. None of you are answers still, but we do have an untapped play. Actually, no, sorry, we already have a land in hand. Do we get Picklock? Take the Picklock here, we're going to play Picklock and hold, sorry, we're going to Picklock, free the Fae, and hold up Make Disappear. Committing Mentor always just feels bad for casting it. It's not the value we're looking for. They kill it, we have no way to protect it. Like, if we didn't have anything else to do, playing Mentor is fine, but it's just not where we want to be. Alright. You have 8 cards. We could find a thing. Hey, let's go! I'll let you find a bunch more. She only got 2 lands, but whatever. I think that's still right. Well, you have all the mana in the world, so let's see what you can do with it. I don't think you have any creatures left. This line seems really bad if he had a Nissa, so it's safe to say he does not have a Nissa. He could have the other dude still. At this point, holding Make Disappear is not doing anything. It's 10 mana, so we don't have anything else to do reactively, so we're just going to get this guy into play. We're gonna start and look for an untapped land. No. Soul Partition can deal with a problematic Virtue. Because if he does play the Virtue that makes all his lands tap for 3 times as much, and then has like another 3rd World Soul rate. How many do they play actually? I'm just gonna start gonna go to Goldfish and check out how many rages they play. Decks, metagame, Temur Control. Oh, they play 4. Okay, yeah. So he very well could have a 4th, or like a 3rd. So this really limits the liability, or like the chance of just kind of losing on the spot to that. So let's take the Soul Partition. As much as we really like an Inspired idea, we have some draw spells. Let's just not lose this game next turn if he does have that 2-card combination. Picklock is extremely good. The card selection, the graveyard synergy, it does everything you want it to. It's very, very good. Yeah, it's a 4 of staple and is it Phoenix in Pioneer as well? Did he not discard? World Storage, 3rd World Storage. Okay. That's weird. Why? I guess he wanted the lands. So, well, here's one of the risks of playing this actually. You've got no, like, he's out of cards. Not that these are doing anything, but. Alright, well, it's going to attack him. Just charge for us. We have no Disdainful Strokes left. So we're not countering anything he does. Just use our mana efficiently. Get this out. You're a pretty big threat right now. He doesn't play graveyard removal, so this is a pretty good threat. Now, with that said, I think the quicker way to killing him is just through drawing more cards. So, I like this. Although this line, in hindsight, is probably wrong because he has a board sweep. I have nothing to do, so this was wrong. Whoops. A little slow, I'm a little tired, but it's fine. Took the greedy line. Trying to close out this game too quick. That's what I normally do. Oh, you didn't play it. What does that tell me? You have 3 good spells. I'm not letting you get this. We have to kill this in response because if it goes off, he's going to get the 2nd landfall trigger and find a, I feel like he should have discarded 2. It's possible that this is also another land, because he went Nissa, like he had 2 cards, it was 3 cards. He played Nissa, played a land, so the only card he could have discarded to clear the board would have been this. In which case he probably evaluates that if he's losing the game, so that's my read. I think this is a 3rd land, or another land. And that makes sense why he wouldn't have discarded. Okay, well, let's start here. I also should limit that. Flanker, yes please. And that should close out the game. This is really favorable, this matchup. I really like this matchup. Which is great because this deck is on the rise. And my deck is completely in the meta. I don't think we want to push more damage. Yeah, we'll see. I always forget this has flash, man. I gotta like write that on my screensaver. This is the 2nd time I've done that. I'm so used to just being like, oh wait, no, sorry, I helping handed. I couldn't flash it. That's why I always forget as flash, because I'm always playing helping hand. I think we had that read right that was a land though. Yeah, because if he had a memory, Deluge, he would have played it last turn. There's no way he wouldn't have. So that was a land, and he just has to do this. Yep. Show me what you got. These are 3 new cards. Doing 4 damage. I do not have an answer to that, my friend. Man, do I have 3, 4, 5. Is that 9? That's 9. I can't make this appear. Darn. Alright, so we're really getting punished for not keeping the gym. It's a really, really big misplay. This should have been a win. That may be not. It's fine. How many lands did he have? What's that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. Charter courses to loot these. Also the new Jace. I'm so excited for new Jace. Like, let me loot dead cards. What the fudge? And you have 4 open mana, eh? Yeah, we want both these cards. Try and slow you down and then confuse you. Yes, this is some point. Alright, we're gonna grab, so we're playing with those 2, the helping hand and the get lost. We're gonna grab a gin. And I can't imagine taking shit unless it's a weird thing to do. Yeah. Imagine he's making a 4/4 meaning life. Why don't I have a gin? Where's my gin? Oh, it was a sleight of hand and I put it on the bottom of my deck. Oh, buddy, we are not playing well. Yikes. Yep. Whoops. Okay, well, this game was ours to lose. From a testing standpoint, this should have been a win. We threw this game when we took the Picklock Prankster over the Jin on the sleight of hand. The thought process at that point was looking to protect ourselves and going wider rather than committing to a Jin. I missed on that thought process the third board sweep that I couldn't. That play was weak to, and he did have the third board sweep. I don't know. Ow? Sure. Oh, I can kill it. We don't have faith, do we? We could cast 4 spells potentially. He's at 22 minus 4, 18, 17. 4 spells is not. 4 spells is 1 off lethal. No, sorry, it's not. It's way off. It's not even. It's definitely not dead. Okay. That's rude. Also rude. Now. We're doing 913 damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can push the lethal with just this in this next turn. So I'll keep stop just in case we see a, I don't know, for any reason actually yeah, because we get it like if we see a cantrip, we could leave the cantrip on top, then they get lost below, so we can guarantee 3 spells. So yeah, definitely upkeep stop. Man, that one turn changed this whole game. I mean, that's magic. Whoopsie. 19 cards left. Alright, what do you have in hand? Obviously not World Source Rage, because I'd be dead. Might have a 4th Sweeper. Lots of Sweepers in play. Let's do that Vampire one. Might be a Memory Deluge, considering going through cards. I don't love the fact that he's scrolling through his graveyard. I don't know what he can do with his graveyard, but that makes sense. Found the answer. Alright, let's open this game. Oh, gosh. Alright. You in, you out. Try to force back in, minus... Actually, no, he's got these giant creatures. I really don't mind this. Like, we just need to stop him from getting play creatures. Let's go... Let's see if that turn goes back up. Alright. I'll tie it in here, so everything's called a big surprise. Could be clunky, but definitely a keep. Alright, he's on multi-six. We don't have counter spells, but you know, get lost for this matchup in the first couple turns are effectively counter spells, so that's fine. Awkward. I really don't want to be in a position of having to play this, so I think Picklock's fine, considering we have a helping hand. Alright. Oh, nice. It's off 3. Well, that's, extremely unlikely. Okay. I would like to make a land drop. Really don't like missing lane drops. I guess I'm getting punished for that misplay game too. Oh, I missed a lane drop too. Redeemed. We're fine. We're gonna end this because we're gonna be playing this anyways. Alright. I got lucky today. I got lucky. I should not have been allowed to be back in this game after that misplay game too, but thank you for the second chance. Let's get... Yeah, Free the Phase is way too good. If we want to get this Jin going, actually we could just get two guys going. Do I want the flanker off this, or is that way too greedy? I think that's too greedy. Let's show a little bit of self-restraint. Let's not throw a commanding Nubia, regardless of how much we earn this. We're trading here 3 mana for our 1 mana. That's exactly how we want it to be. We'll just do this now. But there we go. Sure. I think if we flash this in, it's gonna be lethal, right? That makes 10, 11, 12, 13, assuming we draw any instant. Okay. Mike, thanks for watching today, my man. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to give me a follow. I will be streaming lots of, specifically this deck for the next 2 weeks, testing for the regional championship, and a lot more when the new set comes out as well. Have a good day, and I appreciate you joining.